All right, so we in this bitch. Well into draft already. So Team 2 is banning out the Tryndamere, Jhin, Senna, and the This Vel'Koz is getting banned out by Team 1. They are terrified of the Velstis. Okay, installed that. Nice. So let's see what is going to happen this game. So this game we have a couple additions, or maybe just one. I think it's a Bowery Rainbow 46 coming in off the bench. Starting off another wonderful game of Queef Cup. This is game 3 of Queef Cup. But bot, we have maybe some warding action with the Cam on the Yuumi. An unexpected pick for coming across from Cam. But we'll see how we can pull it off. The Cam and the Sims on Team 2, probably the most and least experienced players in the bot lane, so that will definitely be fun to watch. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Into the Syndra and MF. I think they should be alright. They'll be able to survive laning phase fairly well if they can avoid the Syndra stuns and the MF bouncing Qs. If they can survive or win their lane, the Lucian will become an absolutely dominant figure on Team 2. So yeah, Mumu Red Star, which is a little bit different than we're used to seeing. The best is giving him a nice leash up there, and the blue team not even concerned about showing that the jungler is turning red. So we'll see the Mumu path bot side in around 3.5 minutes. Probably a gank come in from the Syndra and the MF, who will most likely be pushing this lane, I would assume, with Syndra's Qs. The early gank from the Carlos forces the flash out of Tanner. Holy shit! Big action. That was a very nice gank from the Twitch there, and that gives Zyra so much potential to outplay the Fizz now, who's looking for the dive. Can he pull it off? The level 1 Fizz. Oh, he gets first blood. He doesn't even die. Holy shit! The Twitch flashes in. Oh my god. Oh, the Twitch is going to go down too. What a massive play by the second team. Holy shit! Picking up 2 kills early. Team 1 hates to see that. Holy shit. So the top's going to be a bit of a boring slogfest, probably, with the Abyssus trying to farm up a bunch of stacks. The Rupture misses from the Cho'Gath, and let's take a look at bot lane. So CS differential, as expected, goes towards Sims on the Lucian with his experience as a bot laner in the past couple of seasons. He really knows how to CS, especially with the Yuumi to back him up with all the heals that he needs. Griff is going to be looking to farm this under turret, which is a little bit difficult, but with some help from his support, he'll be able to pull off most of them at least. Mid lane, we got another fight commencing. The Fizz has not been able to farm the 4 CS at this point, even though Ryan just gifted him that nice kill early. So getting some good damage across onto the Fizz. The Fizz, it doesn't seem like he's capitalizing off of that early kill. He goes for the boots instead of maybe a Doran's Ring, which would give him a little bit more damage. Nice trade comes across from Sims. He's running very low on mana, so he's going to have to back soon. Bissus is looking to put some work onto the Cho'Gath in the top lane, who, again, he's pretty low, but he will have some passive regen mana and health from his passive. Sims is looking to stick around in the bot lane. He obviously doesn't feel very threatened by the Syndra, who misses the Q, and Venuto is looking to farm all this again under turrets. Again, 8 CS is not going to be easy for him to do so. Bistus looking for some damage onto the Cho'Gath in the top lane. He's not going to be able to finish it off, though. They're going under turret and inting his life away. Carlos has a really slow clear speed early on, so that's why we see the Amumu having a much higher CS count than he does, even though he has been able to put out some nice early pressure. And Tanner's going for some early jungle pressure, stealing the wolves away from Carlos. He's going to be upset about that. Dragon is up. I don't know if if Nudo was able to see Carlos as he was coming in there, but Carlos is not going to be able to pull anything off. He is going to clear out this wave for the Cinder for when she gets back so that CS doesn't go lost. All right, Sims back. His first back. Oh, he buys rated Jerk. He's going to be doing massive damage to the enemy comp with that pickup, especially when Amumu is going to be building most likely into his Aegis, which will give him a lot of armor. So he is itemizing against the enemy team. He's looking for something that's going to put out a lot of damage against all targets. And Dragon still remains up. Bot side is looking alright. They should back at this point. They get a little bit greedy, but they had to push in that wave. Top lane. Nasus has backed. He buys his Sheen to help him with stacking. And the Dr. Fingerblast needs to get a back off. He's going to try to do so, unless Bistus can stop his back at some point. Gets back safely, but Team 2 is going for that early Dragon pickup. Which is actually a bit of a risky call because Team 1 has vision on them, but 4v4, I believe that the Team 2 will put out enough damage to get this under control. Oh, Carlos sneaking in. Carlos steals the Dragon! Holy shit! That is massive for Team 1. They couldn't have asked for anything better off of that. And then Team 2 insta-kill Carlos. Oh my god. Carlos with a massive play. Holy shit. That's a big swing in the direction of Team 1, who were looking a little bit iffy after they started into kills early on. Bot lane, again, we're trying to farm up. We're trying to hit those power spikes. Getting hit by that stun, but look at those heals coming in from the Yuumi. Absolutely insane. I am going to switch over my layout because I'm stupid as fuck. A little bit of a clown fiesta in the top lane. They're going to hit each other for a bit, but neither of them really have a lot of kill potential. Mid lane goes in. Venuto looking for some damage, pushing that wave into tower. Looking to maybe get it back off himself. Actually, I think he just backed and got his boots. What happened bot lane? So, got forced out of lane. MF got a kill. I think that was from Dragon earlier. And they're picking up some plates. So they're playing safe. They're getting lots of kills. CS. And looking to just farm into late game. Oh, he does actually decide to stay and clear this wave. A little greedy, but it's fine. Probably doesn't have too much gold to get it back off right now. Oh, both junglers in the top lane. Maybe looking for some action against the enemy top laner champions. Carlos doesn't see Tanner in the bush. Comes in. Carlos is... His fate has been sealed. No stack, no plus 12 on that, but it's alright. Oh, that looks like Venuto's dead, yep. Easy kill for the Zyra. Zyra's getting really massive at this point. Massive CS differential. And it looks like Team 1 is actually putting in a really good show. Oh, especially with that, Griff can't fight here. He might actually be dead. But both sides, both AD carries don't have much mana to play with at this point. Mid lane turret is going down. Again, big damage going on to the Venuto, even for 9 minutes in. But Ryan does need to back, and he's probably going to pick up probably 2 components for his Leandri's Torment, or whatever it is this season. And I'm surprised Sims actually stays for this. I guess they just want to push the tower, push the wave into tower. He's going to have ult back up by the time he gets back to lane and wants to fight bot again. So once he pushes this lane in, gets it back, he will have a lot of priority over that lane with the Yuumi attached to him. Top lane, big ult from Tanner. Looking for maybe a dive? No, he decides against it. That was a good call. Venuto taking a lot of damage. He needs to get up on CS, but it's so hard with all those plants trying to grab at you every time you try to go in. Okay. Heals up. He's out. Let's see what the Zyra gets when she goes back. Because of Lost Chapter and a Blasting Wand and Boots, that is massive for her. She is going to be huge getting back into lane. She's going to be able to completely one-shot the Fizz, unless he can E out of her route. But we'll just have to see what happens with them. But mid lane's pretty much over. So what I think the second team needs to do is that they need to be able to find an answer for the Zyra. And so what that entails is Amumu coming in for ganks, giving a little bit more jungle pressure to the Fizz so that he can be a little bit more relevant going into late game. But Team 1 is doing a really good job of knowing their strengths not going for anything that they know that they can't do. And even at this point, I think the Zyra could possibly 2v1 the jungler and the mid. So it may be a strategy just to kind of let mid lane be weak side and find help elsewhere. So good flash to get out. Does Venito die here? I think he does. One more tick of the ignite, and he is toasty. Looks like Biss is ulted there. Got a good trade onto the Cho'Gath. But he's just stacking away. I can't see his stacks right now, but he has to have a decent number with 80 CS. 3 plates going over to Zyra in the mid lane. And she's just stacking that lead up and up and up. Red side does know that the Carlos is coming in for gank, but this way they back up very smartly. Carlos is here, throws that. You probably shouldn't have thrown that just to not let the other team know where he is at, but so it goes. Oh, and the shutdown goes to Yuumi. So, I mean, obviously it would have been better for the shutdown to be going to the Lucian, the carry. But later on in the game, that Yuumi is going to be able to use that gold to put out some massive heals and keep Sims alive. So no mana on the MF. She has to run. She heals. Sun doesn't go through, but they get some good damage. So Team 2 is showing bot lane that, hey, they're here to play, man. They're not fucking around. They want to get some pressure on. They want to get Griff some gold, some kills. And it's going to be a battle of the bot lanes in this game, seeing how far the Yuumi can go in keeping Sims alive. Big gank going off though, heals go off, and it's so hard to follow up on a gank like that when you don't have that hard CC with the Twitch jungle. Sims will be decently pleased that he survived that, but he wants to really start stacking up his gold. But we're looking at the gold between the two teams here, and it's pretty even. Like, who's the gold leader on the red side? It's gonna have to be Sims, who has the first mythic. Second mythic of the game after Syndra picks up her Luden's Tempest. I would have gone for the Leandri's, but it's fine. That will do the trick. The extra magic pen will help to cut through the Nasus and the Amumu later on, so it could be argued either way. So with bot tower gone for the red side, laning phase is over. The Lucian has free reign on the map now, going to make his presence known all over wherever he can, and mid lane is where he decides to go to try to, again, put some more pressure onto the Zyra, make sure she isn't fed. Oh, the Q misses from the Amumu, but they're still going on. Big ult comes in. Looks like Dr. Finger Blast is maybe out of here. Let's go back to the top lane and see if he makes it out. Carlos shows up, big ult, and Dr. Finger Blast is alive. This is the Pez special in the top lane right now. They know that they're maybe going to get dived, but it's going to be at least a 1-for-1 if they decide to do so. That was a very good read from the Carlos to come into the top lane and save his little bro. Maybe wants to drop the Rift here. He wants to get this tower. First tower has already fallen, but nevertheless. Oh, Minuto comes in, tries to pop. Oh, he's popping the Zyra! See, that's the fucking power of the Fizz. He dies, but he gets a good amount of gold, and he is going to start to come back into this game if he can continue to make those picks. Top lane, the Bang Bros are at it again. Tower does fall, and I think that they cannot get this kill onto the Cho'Gath, even though he is not building the traditional tank build, going towards, it looks like, either the Luden's Tempest or I think it's actually just Luden's Tempest. He is going to start to get tankier and tankier when he starts devouring all the enemy champions and epic monsters. Bit of a reset for both teams. Starting to firm up again. Amumu still does have a pretty good differential when it comes to CS, and objectives-wise, they're both pretty even. The gold differential for the teams is definitely favoring blue side. With Sims, though, you can never count them out. We have the boys grouping up in the mid lane. Red team obviously wants to get that mid turret down, but with a strong front line in the Cho'Gath, It's going to be a little bit difficult to do that. So we're splitting up a bit. We are centered around mid lane. But the Nass is not being answered topside. He's going to grow into a complete monster later in the game if they just keep letting him free farm up top. So he did go for the Divine Sentinel. And he's just hopefully he's just going to build tanky just to be able to survive the blue side's burst. Troyat does finally go top, but I think the Nasus should be able to finish him off here, unless Cho can get another rupture going. And he does make it out. This Cho'Gath has to be one of the luckiest motherfuckers on the planet, walking out of those situations time and time again. Nice Q by the Amumu. Doesn't lead to anything. Heal does come out from Sims. Okay, Griff. Big ult. Can't get the kill. Oh, 1 HP on the Amumu. And that is going to be enough, hopefully, for the red team to be able to get this, secure this this dragon for themselves. Tied 1-for-1 for Drags at the moment. But all these little incremental things will help either teams to pull ahead, which neither of them have done to this point. Now, this is warded. Red's team does see that they are taking this dragon, but their jungler's nowhere near. The Nasus comes in. Big damage onto the Fizz, but that Nasus is just going to run through your entire team if he decides to ult. There he goes. He ults. He's delaying for his Amumu to come. He's about to go down. The Amumu Q's in. Hits the Carlos. About to die. Oh, he gets him. Huge damage coming from the Sims. He's looking to pop off. He gets the Q and he finishes him. So just like that, red team secures the dragon and picks up 3 kills for themselves. 3-for-1 trade. And look at that. The gold is almost the same at this point yet again. Nasus pulls out a big play there to keep that dragon alive and keep the team in this game. Okay, so 2 drags for red side. And the Lucian and MF have exactly the same amount of farm at the moment. With the Eclipse, though, he's going to have more survivability, especially with the Yuumi attached to him. And he's going to be looking to carry this game, even though the Nasus and the Fizz are pulling out some pretty big plays for the team. We are seeing the red side be a little bit more team-oriented than blue at this point, especially with the amount of kills that they have. Being able to communicate well with each other and just do overall pretty nicely as a team in terms of securing objectives. 2 carries on the blue team, Zyra and MF. They're trying to keep up in farm. They're doing a good job of that. But look at that CS differential between mid champions. But we can already see that differential doesn't mean shit if the Zyra can't survive in team fights. She can get a good ult off, but if the Fizz can come in and assassinate her, she's not going to be of any use. Grouping around mid again. It looks like blue team's looking for a fight. They want to pressure with that Cho in the front line and the MF in the back line. Let's see if the boys have anything in mind for this fight. Nasus runs in, gets ulted by the Zyra, but it's not enough damage to put him down. The dog will not be put down. Ults coming out from both sides. We're looking for fights. We're looking for something to happen, but no team is willing to commit. The Sims comes in with a big ult, melts the MF. Carlos is coming in with the same, gets ulted by the Fizz. He is very close to dying, but no teams can pick up a kill in this tight matchup. That is absolutely insane. So the Yuumi can just put out so many heals and keep their entire team alive, whereas the blue side really doesn't have that much in terms of answers for the long team fight. So this is looking much better actually for the red side. Dr. Fingerblast getting caught out with as a Cho'Gath. He's definitely going down this time, and that's the second death of the game. He is keeping up very well with the Nasus, but the Nasus will always scale much better into late game, especially when he's building as tanky as he is. Red team turret has gone down, blue side turret gone down in the bot lane. As the 4-man finishes off the Cho there as well. Great, dragon spawning in less than a minute now. For the red team, this means that they'll get to soul point if they secure this. For blue, it's just keeping themselves alive, keeping that ball rolling, making sure that they don't fall too far behind too quickly. Even though they do have a slight advantage, blue team needs to make sure that they are putting out enough damage. And looks like Zyra's going to go down to the ult, and she does. She did have ult up there, and she didn't use it. Nice flash from the Gret to get out. But that's going to secure that dragon for the red team. With the Zyra going down, that huge team fight potential just isn't there anymore. Especially with the Amumu there to answer. MF has ult. She's going to be looking to finish this off with her own ult. And she steals it with her ult! Massive bullet time from the MF to steal the dragon. And they are still in this. They refuse to lose. Dr. Fingerblast coming in hot. He's looking to chomp. And he fucking kills her. Yuumi is done. It is the MF versus the... Oh my god, the MF pulls it off. Sims gets 1v1'd by the MF, and that's massive damage coming out from the MF. Let's look at the scoreboard again. Let's look at the items. So, Kraken Slayer for the MF, along with the Collector, is going to have a lot of damage coming out on the later ends of those trades, whereas the Lucian, although he has the survivability with the Eclipse, doesn't have quite as much damage as that combination does have. His second item is Edge of the Night, so he is looking for that one-shot potential, but against an MF who can answer like that and who has the... does he have lifesteal in this? He does not. He doesn't have lifesteal, but he has the Doran display to keep him alive. MF meta jungle. He is feeling himself. Griff coming out huge with those massive plays around Dragon. Now both teams are going to be looking to pressure around Baron. Let's see if they can pick something out here. We can see everyone's group topside, clearing out wards. Vision is being dispersed. Big ult in. Managed to survive for how long he gets the ult out though. Big damage, big CC. Blue team is putting out big damage onto red team. And there's 2 gone. 2 for 1. In favor of the blue team, which gives them an advantage around Baron. Griff is putting up huge damage with his bullet times in these fights. Sorry, not that last fight, but just big damage in general. And Sims is just getting shut down. He's 4-2-4. He would have liked to have a little bit more in terms of kills during this game, but with that shutdown early on in the game going to the Yuumi, he really wasn't able to transition as well into mid-game as he would have liked. And we do see the gold count going more towards the blue team right now. This was looking very good for the red team early on, but the red team just hasn't been able to capitalize off of their spikes as well as the blue team have. 27 minutes into this game. We're getting into late game at this point. Third items are being completed across both teams. And this is where the big action starts. Both teams have very strong tanks, but the Cho'Gath has a little more of the CC potential with the Zyra and the Syndra to really catch out Sims and the Fizz. But we'll just have to see what happens. And although the Nasus is the big dog, we need him to show up for these fights and be able to put out good damage to their carries, to the Zyra, to the Misfortune, to the Syndra, to the Carlos, all these champions who are very weak in terms of effective HP. Looks like Dr. Fingerblast is getting caught out here. Two ults to lock him down, and he dies, which is big for this possible Baron attempt by the red team. Everyone's still postured around. I don't think they're quite comfortable enough to go for this Baron without maybe someone else dead. That Carlos showing his potential to steal objectives early on with that Dragons. And it is absolutely nutty. The blue team has actually stolen both of their 2 Dragons that they had. So red team should have all 4 dragons and soul at this point. But because of good team play and good steals, the blue team's kept themselves in this. Caught out. Amumu dies. So they're pinging heavily to go towards Baron at this point. Carlos is feeling himself. He wants to get this Baron, and they can really put a lot of damage onto this Baron in quite a short amount of time with all 4 carries grouping up right there just like they are. So if they can get this, but they don't have a tank. So if someone comes in, the NASA just needs to walk in there. He needs to walk in. Oh my god. Oh, look at that damage going on to Carlos. He's going to die taking this Baron. Oh, and he's fucking dead. Holy shit. Business pops off. He comes in. Yuumi comes in. Fizz. Oh, and they're going to try to finish off this Baron, but the Cho'Gath is here. Able to... Oh, and he munches the Nasus, and he's dead. Blue team is back at it again with the tank in the front line now to take out this Baron. Fizz is looking for something. Oh, we have Sims coming in with the ult. Let's see the ult from the Sims to shred him. Baron goes to the blue team, but Sims is here to clean up the entire team now with the Yuumi attached to him. MF goes down. The Syndra has to flash out, and she has to... Oh, he misses the flash! Sims cleans it up. That's 2 kills for Sims, which might bring him back into the game and make him much more relevant going further. So, Dragon is up. That's what the Amumu and the Illusion are going to be looking towards right now. They're walking towards it. This is going to be 3rd Dragon and Dragon Point for either teams. But Sims pings it back. They do want to look for this, I think. But with the Carlos thrown nearby with his steal potential, they might be looking to steal this. Carlos has the flash if he needs to, but he's going to be a little bit too late. And red team picks up their 3rd dragon, 2nd Infernal Dragon of the game. This game is back and forth. 4K gold lead for blue team. But this is looking like a game we got here, boys. I love to see it. There's not many objectives, but both teams need to be looking to put on a little bit more pressure across the map. Looks like Carlos is looking for some picks with his invisibility and his big damage. So he has his Runins and Kraken Slayer. So he's going to absolutely shred the front line of the red team in team fights from now on. And even though Nasus has done a good amount of stacking, he's going to get caught out by the Cho'Gath and MF, and he is going to fall to the Griff. Oh, and... Oh, my God. Fizz barely is able to make it out of that one, but blue team is looking like they're being able to push the advantage, push these turrets. Sims is coming in. He's going to try to look to possibly defend this 3rd tier top turret, but we will see what he can pull out of his ass with Baron buff on the Cho'Gath, and the Fizz? Or the Twitch? No, just the Cho'Gath. They have good pressure, and red team needs to kill these minions, or else they're just going to be taking free damage on their turret. Twitch isn't with them right now. They have enough damage and minions to take out this turret. And will they look for... Oh, they look for more. They're looking for the Inhib 2 with the Griff Flash and Bullet Time to the dome. Tight game. The boys are backing off. They got gold to spend, and they're going to come back strong once they've gotten back to base after this back. Red team is looking to catch them out, though, while they are going for their back. Sims coming in on the Griff, and he is trying to kill this bitch, and he has done... Oh, my God. The Yuumi steals the kill again. But Sims is on a killing spree now, and he's looking to... Oh, they kill Azar. Red team is coming back in a big way after they have their inhibitor stolen top. So there's 2 people dead on the blue side, 5 up on red side, and they are looking to push. They are looking to get objectives. They are looking to find some grasp to get back into this game, even though they have a 4K gold lead, gold deficit to the blue side. What a game. Oh, old pot by Carlos. Clear out the wave. Doesn't want this turret stolen. And they are just getting absolutely hammered by the late game scaling of the Twitch. Twitch can put out so much damage onto them, and there's really not much that the red side can do. Again, Nasus needs to make a more of an impact in these team fights, or else they're not going to be able to end this game out properly. The Sims looking like he's hitting some big spikes now. Edge of Night, Eclipse. And what is he going to be building? I think that's Lord Dominant's Regard, but mid turret still does not fall for the red team. Blue has been adamant they do not want that tower to go down. They want to have control over their jungle. And it looks like they are going to be pushing forward to try to get some more pressure on the turrets. Nasus has been stacking this game. He is a stacking king. So we'll see if he is able to pull out later in the game. But with the scale matching with the Twitch, that's going to be tough. He has to build armor. He needs to build some sort of thorn mail to get some healing reduction off. But yeah, we don't know. So, okay. 6th dragon of the game coming up very soon. Blue team is postured to take this fairly handily. But can red side contest? Can they find the angles? Can they find the Twitch in the back line? We need a huge ult from the Fizz to catch either the Zyra or the MF, especially the MF or the Twitch, who can all put out very big damage in team fights. Dragon spawns. Both teams looking for someone to make a mistake. Cho'Gath looking for ruptures, misses. Blue team starts it. They're going for it. And red team is just fleeing. They cannot contest. It's sad to see, but Nasus has to flash out away from that scary Cho'Gath. He is a big boy, even though look at his build. He has Ludens, Zhonya's, Morellonomicon. He is one tanky boy, and he puts out pretty good damage too, especially with his ult. His ult has to be doing close to 1,000 damage at this point with all that AP. And it looks like Blue is using this advantage to take their second Baron of the game. Cho'Gath needs to come, or else the Carlos is going to die. But looks like they have the damage. Looks like they have the damage. They're going to come in uncontested. Red side is sitting back on their haunches and don't know what to do. While Blue team is putting out all the pressure in the world to end this game ASAP Rocky. Talk to your finger blast. BMing like a motherfucker. I'm curious to hear what happens. What happened in this game from red side's perspective. Blue team with Baron buff need to take down mid or bot turret with this buff, possibly both. But they're kind of taking their time. They're letting the buff run out. They're not pressuring the map. They need to be able to take advantage of this super strong buff this late in the game, especially with inhibitor spawning back top again for the red side. We do see MF and the Zyra pushing bot side. We have 3 heavy carries in the bot lane who are looking to be answered by the Sims on the Lucian, Yuumi, and Fizz. So, again, if Fizz can get a nice, solid ult on one of them, they can get one-popped super easily. Especially with no Zhonya's coming out for the Zyra, or no no Guardian Angel for the MF. Okay, Nasus shuts down the Cho'Gath. That's actually going to be really big for this. Okay, and the ult goes in. The Fizz is running. He's looking to assassinate. He does. He assassinates. But the Sims is in the back line. He's looking to maybe make some sort of a play here, but he keeps getting hit by the Zyra plants. Red team. Turret gone in the mid lane. Blue team looking to take out the inhibitor mid lane as well, and then possibly go to the top lane and take that one out. But they are backing off. They're looking to maybe split bot side and get the third turret in the bot lane. But there's so many things that blue side could be doing. They're clearing jungle when they have so much pressure. There's 2 members of red side that are dead, and they still have that Baron buff. They need to be pushing those advantages as best they can, but they're not. And Zyra overstays her welcome, gets one tapped. And with the Zyra dead, she's dead for a minute now. Death timers are quite long at this point. And we're looking at the Nasus up here. I want to know how many stacks he has. Oh, yeah, sorry, 687. Could be a little bit better for the amount he has been stacking all game, but maybe he can bring it back with his pure tank build. Oh, red team is bringing it back with the big kill onto the Cho'Gath. That's twice in a row Cho'Gath has been caught out by himself and killed. Oh my god, look at that damage from the Twitch. Holy shit. He's putting on huge damage. Sims is coming back in. Sims, oh, he has the GA. Smartly has the GA. Yumi's off him, but he's going to be able to heal back up with her in momentarily. But with the Twitch ult down, they are not going to be able to have the same sort of team fight potential. But the Sims will have, even though he is a little bit low on mana. 4 mid right now. Heal goes out for Griff. He does not want to get caught out with such long death numbers at this point. And Dragon is up. So this is sole point for both teams. Both teams have to contest this. With the Twitch ult down, he does not have the same pressure. Syndra has to flash out. And red team is looking to pick this up super quick. TP comes in from the Nasus. They're looking for a 4th dragon to give them that soul. They're attacking. Oh, huge damage coming out from the Twitch still, even without his ult. Red team takes the dragon, takes the soul, and they're looking to continue this this march forward onto the blue team, but they are shut down! So that was a 2-3 for 1 trade with the Drake to their side, but with 4 dead, blue team should be able to end this game. I don't think the Nasus is able to hold them back from just running down mid, taking out only 1 Nexus turret left. It might be looking like GG here, boys. Let's look over to the mid lane. The 3 members of the blue team marching down. No Baron buff, but they have some super minions. Probably enough damage to take out this turret in time. The Nasus with no ult has to try to defend. He is almost killed by the Zyra ult, and it looks like the blue team is able to pull it out in the end. What a slog. Good fucking game, boys. Well done on everyone's behalf.